Do you remember how Jin Woo absolutely destroyed the rest of the S-rank hunters in Aura off? This happened in season 2 of the anime, but it went a bit different in the manhwa, where Jin Woo receives a call about the fact that all of these world-class hunters are training together in the gym leading up to the raid on Jeju Island. And since Jin Woo feels the mana waves emanating out from the area, he decides to come on down and take a look. After all, apparently Japan's strongest hunter is there, so maybe there'll be something interesting to see. Arriving there before Jin Woo, we see White Tiger getting absolutely tossed during a sparring match. However, as Jin Woo comments on how the match is going, Choi Jong-In of the Hunters Guild walks in telling him that Ma actually wouldn't stand a chance if Mr. Baek went all out and fully transformed. However, it still serves as good training for him to spar in his hybrid state, but also he's a bit shy around an audience. From here, we move to watching several Japanese hunters entering the chamber as their leader Gotou Ryuji notices Jin Woo in the stands, saying that he has to be an amazing assassin type hunter because of how well his presence was hidden. And Jin Woo begins to size up Ryuji as well. However, one of the assistants informs Ryuji that Jin Woo is actually a mage type hunter, which confuses him because he thinks that's impossible. Now, if in this group of Japanese hunters, we actually see one who wears a gas mask because he says his nose is extremely sensitive, and the stronger someone is, the more they reek. Looking over at Cha, he thinks to himself that she's pretty similar to him. However, he's got to be levels above her because she's able to get by with just a napkin on her face. But he wishes he'd have learned Korean before coming to talk to her about it. Now, we continue seeing little interesting scenes like this, but it's here where the Japanese interpreter makes a comment about how the Korean hunters are mediocre and starts glazing Ryuji the long way, telling him that they all look mid compared to Ryuji. Japan's best hunter himself looks everyone over and says that at the very least, Cha Hae-in and Go Gun-hin proved the interpreter wrong because either of them could give any hunter from Japan a run for their money. But not appreciating these comments, the leader of the Knights Guild decides to talk a little trash back, leading to a fight breaking out where the interpreter decides to put his money where his mouth is. The rules are simple. Whoever gets their wrist grabbed first loses, and as these two duke it out, the leader of the Knights Guild actually goes off, showing really impressive speed for an S-rank hunter, as he easily wins this match despite ripping his pants and making the interpreter eat his words. This gets everybody fired up as Ryuji announces that he wants to do a sparring match between all of the S-ranks in the room according to the rules those two just used, and as they work out the matches a bit, we see that it ends up with 2 teams of 4 going off, so let's discuss the results of the Korea versus Japan S-rank tournament next.